Alright, so here we are back at it again today for another daily upload. And today we're going to be looking at the 6th installment of the Randomizer series. I finally sharpied over all the circle lines so they can actually be seen in the video. So now that you can actually see, let's see what class or what category of things we'll be working on today. Ooh, armor. Cool. Alright, let's hope for a good one. Now we'll take the small spinner, move to the armor circle, and just sort of see what class we get. New shoulder piece. Oh, that's going to be really, really exciting. Because I just made that other chest plate that has 2 of my shoulders on it. So I'll get a chance to try out other shoulder designs to put on that. That's going to be really exciting. I'm really hyped about that. I will cut away and cut to the drawing board, which is just this, but with a Sharpie and paper. So, yeah. Alright, so here we are, and today, as the spinner has dictated unto us, we'll be making a piece of armor that is a pauldron, which is the official name. Oh wow, the writing on that marker is really bold. Anyway, the word pauldron is the official word for the piece of armor that covers your shoulder. I love doing mine my particular way. I tried to do it a different way. I tried to do the much faster, much cheaper, but also much bulkier method that I like doing at AIC for campers. But honestly, having worn both in battle, I just love mine way too much. It's such a good design. It's so rugged and durable, and it covers so well. And I really just like the way it looks. So I'm rather infatuated with my design. But today, because we're doing something for the randomizer, I want to spread my wings slightly and not just do that literally exactly the same again. So I want to do some other different type of pauldron. In the past, I made the video about all those different types of pauldrons, and I had 11 different designs or something. And I believe another one of them was the really advanced lames design, which I used in an Instagram post actually. So not a full video exactly, but I did make a lames pauldron thing that conjoined on with a shoulder arm, and it was a huge piece of chunk. And really what I determined in making that is there were a ton of gaps and it was really bad. And it was just a huge waste of cardboard, because you could cover this so much better just by using one of my nice little pauldrons and then one of my arm designs, or a good gauntlet and a good piece of upper arm armor. It's just more efficient straight up. So I think the lames shoulders, either they're gonna have to be very heavily refined or just completely retired, because it just was not worth it. In the past, when I first started out, I made all of my pauldrons sort of in the same way I was actually doing these, actually. I made sort of a 3-sided, I made a strip that was 3 sides of a box, so like that. And then I put an end cap on it, and that was too small to fit over my shoulder when I bake them, and so I added flaps around the bottom to cover that last little space. And eventually I sort of just realized, hey wait, I can make a pauldron out of this. It was like a box with, I don't know, tire flaps or something. Not a particularly efficient design methodology, really. So, I mean, there's some history, but it doesn't really answer for what we're going to do for today's episode. So, in thinking about it, what I think I kind of want to do, this might be a little bit weird to do inside, but I've been wanting to spray paint that full set of armor I just made for that video a couple days ago. And for that, I would love to especially, oh no, my light. Especially oh no, that's very sad. Let's see if we can turn that around. Especially decorate a pauldron for that set of armor. And so essentially what I think I might want to do is just make a new pauldron and then add tons of little details onto it, so that when I actually spray paint it, if I do spray paint it, which I probably will, I can well, just have lots of other little designs on it. So, oh, I don't know. Certain things might be like I could add. I don't know. I could add a chain that goes around the bottom, so I'd have like an attachment point there or something, and then maybe one there, and then maybe like one there, and then I could have links that went between. And so when I ran, the links of the chain would like jingle as I went along or something like that. Or I could do like maybe, well, I mean, the quintessential one is just like a bunch of spikes. Really, really kind of, I won't say easy, because different levels of spikes have different levels of durability, and so obviously the better ones you make will last longer. But, I mean, they're spikes. Like, they're pretty much just spikes. I could make some, like, decals or outlines or something like that. Like, I could make an eagle or something like that. Or, like, some type of bird emblem. That's more reminiscent of a particular space marine armor, if anyone knows what I'm talking about. Could do, well, I mean, sort of like a mock skull and crossbones. Looks very wide, I guess, just because I did a Sharpie instead of like a pencil. It doesn't quite turn out right. But essentially, I think the idea is I want to do decals on a shoulder. I'm not entirely sure what decals. I mean, those are 4 different ideas I've listed. I think the spikes would be cool. I think the chains would look cool. It'd also be cool to have, like, I don't know, like something written on it, like a logo or a sigil. I mean, on my white set of armor, I put a native Ghana symbol on that, but I think that is actually affiliated with some other, perhaps less than like legal organizations. So I stopped using that sign because I wasn't entirely sure the affiliation with that. I don't know. I've never really thought up a logo for myself. I've had some other like ideas, but never actually like a family crest or a true like sigil to put on it. So perhaps I should think something up and like slap it on there. I don't know. Man, this is weird. I want to pause the video, do a bit of thinking, and then bring you back when I have a solution. So, yeah. Alright, so it took me a really long time, and I went through a lot of different possibilities, but I think I've finally come up with some sort of a design that I'm mediocrely happy with. I couldn't invent my own particular heraldic crest like I kind of wanted to. I've been trying to do that for years, and that's not something I'm going to solve tonight. So I decided what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to take inspiration, because I was in the House of Sanglier, and I'm feeling rather Sanglieran this evening, apparently. And so what I think I'm going to try to do is make one of my pauldrons and try to reskin the face of it to look like a boar. So what I drew a bunch of little itty-bitty boar faces on every kid's name tag. Just a tiny little guy with horns, a snout, 2 ears, and a mohawk. And then I drew one really big one for the swords bin that all our house has, so that when kids go home for the day, they can leave their swords in a bin that the camp will keep safe. I drew a huge boar head for that. And that was a really, really cool drawing. That took me like a really long time to do. And I think I'm going to try to replicate that on a pauldron. I don't know exactly how it'll go, but essentially it's going to need 2 big 3D tusks. I think a 3D nose, a little snout, and then maybe a 2D mouth with like teeth in it. And then I think the eyes are also going to probably have to be something 2D or something. And that'll just be some really hateful eyes and eyebrows. And then some 3D ears and a little mohawk of some kind. And that'll be the boar face. And B-O-A-R, not war, boar, like the pig type. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. I think it'll look really cool. And I kind of already have experience with drawing big old boar faces like this one, so yeah, we'll throw it on a pauldron. I'll get some cardboard and bring you back when I'm ready to start. All right, and that is that for my wonderful custom design pauldron. I honestly had no idea what this was going to turn out to be when I started this video. I was super hyped about making a pauldron. I didn't think it would look like this, but there it is. It's my House of Sanglier inspired war boar pig pauldron, something like that. It's got 2 tusks, mouth, nose, eyes, and ears. That's kind of stupid. They should be higher up. Oh, and I guess I forgot a mohawk. But pretty much it's got everything there. I mean, because it's all surface layer, it's still functional. It still moves around like normal. My issue is that all of the taping I did on everything was very preliminary. So it's pretty poorly secured. Like if you walked past that and brushed it with a sword, it would just come all right off. Well, maybe the faceplate would stay on a little better, but everything else is just really loosely taped on. So this is just a one-day make just to show that you can make stuff like this. I really love custom design pauldrons. I have so many sets of armor with just bare pauldrons like this. And that's kind of a shame, because there's so much cool stuff you could choose to put on it. And you could even choose to like paper mache this, and then spray paint it, or paper mache and then put like an epoxy resin on it so it'd be even like water resistant. That would be super duper cool. I might choose to do that sometime in the future. But that's essentially going to be it for me today. Thanks for stopping by and watching me make this very bizarre pig pauldron. I hope you liked it. I hope you maybe learned something. And that's it for me today. So best of luck, and I'll see you tomorrow for another daily upload.